So there hasn't been much, if any, news or photos coming out of Johnny Depp as of late. Um, and I made a post on Twitter, saying that I was very happy for that because that meant that he was finally getting some privacy. And I am sure he needs some time to grieve. And I saw this photo on Twitter posted today by Mandy here. Want to give credit where credit is due. I don't know where she got the photo, but I wanted to make sure I give credit to where I saw the photo. And she says he looks handsome and healthy, but still feeling some waves of grief when I see this photo. I just hope he's enjoying his break and getting much needed R&R on his island. Now, I don't know anything about this photo. I don't know when it was taken. It does look like it's probably recent, though, and I agree with what she said regarding, you can see it in around the eyes, especially, when someone's not sleeping well. I'm not a doctor, but, it's, if you've been through, anyone who's been through grief, and, let's face it, most of us have, that look, he may still have moments where he may still be crying, and that's okay. Grief, grief is going to take its own path. As far as those steps to grief goes, excuse me, where they say, you go through grief in certain steps and certain orders. I say that's a bunch of hooey, because I personally think you go through grief in many, many different orders, and the steps could repeat themselves and be out of order. And, it's very chaotic when you're going through grief. So yeah, and there's no timetable to it. And even years down the road, when you think you're over the grief, it'll sneak up on you. I apologize for my voice. Daycare just ended, and I know all of a sudden my voice trying to shut down, everything trying to shut down for the weekend. Anyways, I did want to share this photo because I know we've been missing him. We've all been worried about him. At the same time, I'm happy that he's got some privacy, and that whoever took this photo was allowed to share it with us. And yeah, Johnny, we really, we're here for you. We're praying for you. You have the strength of millions and millions. I mean, his Instagram is like 28 million now. Is that right? So, I mean, literally, lean on us if you need to. But he had a relationship with Jeff Beck that we just couldn't, we can try to understand it, but we not there. We weren't there in person. We don't know them personally. So, we can only imagine his loss and what he's feeling. So, like I said, I don't know the details of this photo, but I'm glad that something was shared, and I hope that he is getting, like Mandy here says, I hope he's getting the rest and relaxation that he needs, and that he is able to, continue grieving in private and fill himself back up. My only advice to, I've written 2 books on grief, actually. The second one I think is aptly called H.U.G.S. Hearts United Gather Strength in It. That's H.U.G.S. And we need the hugs and the love from others when we're going through grief. The only advice I would even dare give Johnny right now would be just take your time. Be good to yourself. Be good to your body. You know, let yourself smile when you remember. Let yourself laugh when you remember. You know, and lean on those who can be physically around you right now. And we're here for you. You know, we'll be here when you are ready, and we love you. And so the other thing I wanted to talk about today is the IMAX Deep Sea. It's like a documentary. It's an undersea documentary, and it's narrated by Kate Winslet and Johnny Depp. And it is put out by Warner Brothers, and I know how we feel about Warner Brothers. We don't like them because of what they did to Johnny Depp. Having said that, this is something I really wanted to see because, one, I love anything to do with the ocean. Anything to do with the ocean. Especially the life under the ocean. And two, because of Johnny Depp and Kate Winslet. Just, you know, those two are perfect for this. And their sense of humor really comes through in certain parts of it. There's one part of it where a starfish, a star something, it's, I forget the exact name of it, is trying to eat some sea clams. Not sea clams, sea scallops. And I've only ever seen scallops, you know, once they're on my plate, you know. I don't know if I can ever eat a scallop again now because they're quite the humorous little things. So he's you know, this little starfish thing is trying to eat the sea scallops, but the sea scallops are making this clicky sound like let's see if I can kind of like when they're trying to run away, when the sea star gets over top of them, and they're just like, and they start, you know, imagine a clam. If you don't know what a sea scallop looks like, imagine a clam, you know, or something like just going, you know, flapping itself to get away, to move. That's how they move, to move away from the starfish. And there's this one clam, or some sorry, this one sea scallop that I swear to God, it does look like it turns around and bites the starfish, and it made me laugh. And then just then, Johnny Depp says, "Did that one bite back?" So it's really funny, and there's little moments like that throughout. But I got to tell you, I have seen other underwater documentaries because I watch a lot of that stuff because I love anything to do, like I said, with the ocean and under the sea. It's just a whole world down there, you know. And this is the most beautiful one. I'm telling you guys, this is the most magical, wonderful, beautiful one that I have ever seen. I mean, it's like 44 minutes long. It's not very long. But you are, man, if you're stressed, this is the one to watch. I'm telling you, you are transported to this amazing, amazing underwater, and you'll see creatures that you didn't even know about, that you didn't know existed. Or maybe you had some idea of them, but you didn't really know what they did or what they look like. And there's such a system down there of checks and balances. And did you know, and if you watch this, you'll learn this, and you really got to see it for yourself. Did you know that after the full moon in August, and I forget the exact date, somehow the coral, the reefs, they spawn millions and millions and millions of these little spawns off the coral and float through the ocean, you know, to land somewhere else and create another, start growing another reef, you know. And then it is the most amazing. There's this other creature that fights it looks like a big shrimp to me, but he fights this octopus, and in my head I was hearing the theme from Rocky, you know. It just was so funny. I mean, he was like sucker punching the octopus. It was hilarious. I mean, really. And you know, there's very dangerous animals, and then there's just some downright funny ones, I think. But then you know, and you'll watch turtles that try to get in on the cleaning, these fish that clean their shells. You know, it's so funny. You'll see turtles steal fish from another turtle that's cleaning them. There's in these cleaning areas. You guys, you got to watch it. I cannot recommend this highly enough, seriously. And not just because of Johnny Depp, but because it is actually a beautiful, amazing show, and Johnny and Kate have the perfect voices for it. I was so relaxed when that was over. I just fell right to sleep. I mean, it was beautiful. I was in awe, and I only rented it, and now I really want to buy it because I want to. That's something I'm going to want to watch again and again. So, highly recommend it. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning. Get out of my seat. Move, get out of my seat. Move over. Get out of my seat, move over. Thank you. Oh, gosh. From the moment I opened the drawer to get her harness, she was excited. We haven't had a Mama and Sandygirl day in a long time. It is a workout taking her anywhere. That's why I don't do it often, because she's strong. She's about 53 pounds and it's all muscle. Look at her. She's such a good girl. She's ready to go. This is her thing. Say hi. Look how happy she is. She's like, if you don't get that camera off of me. So I gotta go make a bank deposit, and then we're gonna go to the park. Who's a happy doggy? You move over, girl. When did you get a driver's license? Go on, scoot over so Mama can get in. Go, get in your seat. Look now. Sandy, scoot over. Go get in your own seat. Goodness. She's tired and ready to go. That was a really nice walk in the park. The Sandygirl is tired. She hates this camera. Look at her. She's happy, but tired. I was gonna take her to PetSmart and get her a new collar, but she looks worn out, so I'm gonna take her home, let her rest up, then maybe I'll come back out and clean the car. There you go. After all that, she gets a treat. Love you, Sandygirl. Mama's girl. You are. Yes, you are. She's like, okay, leave me alone. Get the camera out of my face.